Hi, and welcome to my channel where I share everything you need to know to design your life. I share design and real estate content, giving you all the inside knowledge to create the spaces for the life you want to experience. Why interior design is important. It's everywhere. It's on our televisions, it's on YouTube, it is in the magazines, it's on Pinterest, it's on Houzz. It's on all of these different platforms where people are sharing either from a business standpoint the projects that they've created or homeowners sharing what they've done within their own home. And so it's something that is on all of our minds to some degree in some capacity. But why is it so important? Why is it so important to our lives and the quality of our lives? Well, that's what I want to discuss today. Now, whether you are a homeowner and you are your own interior designer or you happen to be in the interior design industry, what we're going to look at is why interior design is important. Why is it important to us as homeowners? Why is it important in the industry? What is it that makes it so valuable? There was a point when interior design was considered quite pompous and self-indulgent. It was a way of showing your influence, your affluence, but thank goodness after many decades of research and case studies, we have come to find that interior design is much more important than that. It goes a lot deeper. There's a lot more involved in interior design. The use of interior design principles can create functional and aesthetically pleasing spaces, but it also facilitates the health, safety, and welfare of the occupants. While many would describe interior design as simply picking the pretty things for a space, such as the color, the furnishings, artwork, etc., it is much more involved than that. In reality, these are just a small percentage of the overall process and only occur after the real work has been done. Interior design begins with data collecting information from the individual, or if you're doing this yourself, it would be making your list of what your wants, needs, and preferences are. And then creating a design around that in order to create a space that would meet as much of your criteria as possible. Whether you choose to work with a designer or become your own designer, then you will want to pay attention to what we discuss so that you'll be aware of either what to look for that your designer is doing or things that you might need to learn in order to make the best decisions and to create the best design overall for your space. So why is interior design so important? Is it space planning? Is it budget? Is it color scheme? Is it style? Some of the key reasons may not be what you're thinking. Functionality, safety, and health. Key point number 1. Interior design uses design principles that, when applied correctly, ensure that our spaces function optimally. When our spaces are not functioning properly, they can actually cause health and safety issues, which will increase the occupant's frustration and dissatisfaction. Specifying the correct kitchen and bath layout so that it offers optimal function, safety, and convenience, such as specifying a 36 by 24 inch area next to the sink as the primary work area, 15 inches on the handle side of a refrigerator for a landing area, and then 12 on one side and 15 on the other of your cook range for a place to set your pots and pans and to do the work efficiently in these zones. Another example would be specifying the proper scale furnishings in a great room to create a design that flows, eliminates congestion, and avoids wasted space, such as selecting the perfect size sofa for a great room so that everyone has a seat, they can see what they're doing, and can move about the space without frustration and harm. Specifying the appropriate layout for a space will optimize the function of that space and the enjoyment of the occupants. such as zones for the kitchen for cooking, cleanup, and storage. Or creating multi-purpose spaces, such as a dining room that doubles as an office, or a spare bedroom that doubles as a workout room. In case you are new here, my name is Clarice Smith and I am an eXp Realtor and interior designer. If you are in Alabama and thinking of selling or purchasing property, I would love to talk with you, and my contact information is below. Key point number 2, safety. Interior design follows state and local codes to ensure, when applied correctly, the safety and well-being of the occupants. Some examples are specifying proper materials for a specific space, such as specifying retardant or resistant materials to be used in an area that has hazards of heat or fire. Specifying protective measures to ensure safety, such as the correct railing height and the spaces between spindles for a staircase. Or kindly and sympathetically talking to your client or admitting for yourself why it is against code to have a commercial range in a residential kitchen, or why it is against code for you to have that lovely crystal chandelier that you love so very much hanging over a jacuzzi tub. Key point number 3, health. In interior design, the use of design principles, following required codes, and addressing occupants' needs and requirements ensure, when followed properly, that the space will support the occupants' health needs, concerns, and other issues wherever possible. Specifying the systems and components that will help create and support health and safety, such as choosing the correct vent hood size with the proper CFM, or specifying proper lighting for a space. Specifying the proper furnishings and materials to create the desired aesthetic, while being durable, safe, and support the occupant needs, such as choosing a twill, canvas, or chenille upholstery for a family of 6 rather than a more delicate fabric that would wear out quickly. Specifying the proper color or patterns for a space to correct deficiencies or support occupant needs, such as choosing a lighter color for rooms with windows facing north, or choosing a cooler color for rooms that have windows that face south, east, or west. This could also include choosing colors that either make a room feel more cozy or more open, such as a media room or a sunroom. I think there is a point in time where people feel that interior design can be frivolous. Interior design is definitely considered a luxury for some people. For others, it's considered a necessity. It all depends on point of view. But at the end of the day, the principles that are used and the way interior design is approached is very, very important to our quality of life, because we spend an awful lot of time in our homes, and when they're not functioning properly, they can cause excessive frustration and irritation. As a matter of fact, I have a video that talks about this to a little greater depth, and I will leave it linked above. But whether you decide to design your own space or hire a designer either to do it for you or to simply consult with, I hope that you have found value in this video, because it's very important to take it seriously, because interior design is more than just pretty pillows and artwork and sculptures. Interior design follows design principles and also follows code so that your space is safe, so that it is functional, and so that at the end of the day, it's also pretty to look at. But when our spaces are not functioning properly, they can cause frustration. They can increase stress. They can cause the health concerns we have to become worse. Kind of think about if a person has perhaps mobility issues and the space is not designed properly, then they may find difficulty getting from one space to another. Or perhaps the furniture is not serving them, so they can only sit in one specific spot because nothing else facilitates their comfort. So interior design, when used for this purpose, can help a space serve and function much better than if we just kind of do our own thing without regard to these principles. Interior design is quite involved. It not only helps with the aesthetics of our spaces, but it also helps with the function. And this could be function as in, you're a busy family, you have a busy family, and you need it to kind of go like a well-oiled machine. Well, interior design will help you to design your space to do that to its highest capacity. If a person has, say, mobility issues, a space can be designed around those issues, around those concerns and needs, in order that they can live a better quality of life in their space with less frustration and less obstacles to doing the things on a daily basis that they need or want to do. Perhaps it's a space that's very small and you need it to multitask and do many things so that you can live comfortably in it without being crowded. Interior design, when applied properly, can help you do this as well. It's more than just the pretty things. The pretty things come when the bulk of the work has been done. It's kind of like the crystals on the chandelier. You don't put those on until you've selected it, until you have properly wired it, until it's hooked up to the electrical panel, until it's attached to the box that's in the ceiling. And then at that point, after you've put the bulbs in, then you put the crystals on. Crystals are the pretty thing. The pillows, the color schemes, the things like that, those are the pretty things. The throws are the pretty things, the sculptures. But none of this can be applied until the hard work is done. And that is where the design principles and following code can help you to create that space. And then when you apply the pretty things, it will function optimally for you and for your family. YouTube and achievement tells me I have views, but you guys are watching, but you're not subscribing. So make my heart happy today and hit that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. And I promise to deliver you valuable content. And if at any point or time you are dissatisfied, it's also free to unsubscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you in the next one. I hope you have found this video helpful. If so, here is another one you may find helpful, and also a playlist that is packed with valuable content.